I see people who you know are either area boys or people that grew up in Mushin or in these neighborhoods where you've got to be able to be street smart, coming to Nigeria and pretending to be a J-Bota. Eh? Pretending to be a J-Bota. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Susan here as always, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you tips, hints and advice so that you can land in Nigeria Wahala free. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Keep on watching. So guys, tip number one is to avoid Lagos Airport. Those of you that have travelled to Nigeria before will know that Lagos Airport on a good day is mad. It's actually crazy. It's where mad people go and do their madness. So avoid it if you can. So what I do is to travel via Abuja. Now there's two reasons for that. It's to avoid all the wahala, the nonsense, the craziness of Lagos Airport, but also it can be up to 45% cheaper. It's just such a calmer experience. There's fewer people and you can literally go in so much more smoothly. I find it so much more relaxing. And then from Abuja, you can get a local flight directly to your location, or even if it's Lagos, and usually you'll spend about £50. So it makes sense, guys. It makes sense. Avoid Lagos Airport at all costs. So why do I find Abuja Airport so much more of a better experience? I think that the staff there are so much more friendly, so much more willing to help, less ready to take your dollars or your pounds, and it's just so much better. I'll give you an example. When I travelled in October 2021, this year, we were like the last coming through. It was myself and my kids, and we had to clear through all the COVID documentation, etc., etc. When we went to the baggage reclaim, our baggage was neatly stacked on a trolley ready for us to go. And then the guy handed them over to us and he helped us through the customs procedure and didn't even ask for a dime. Would that happen in Lagos, guys? Would that happen in Lagos? I think not. Wherever you are in Nigeria, there's some things that will never change, but how you experience them can be vastly different if you travel through Abuja Airport. So we were passing through passport control. They checked our documentation. Everything obviously was correct. And the guy said to me, "Is there anything that you've brought for us? Can we have something for lunch, something to eat?" And I said to them, "I brought blessings. That's all I've got. I'm bringing you blessings." And you know what? I thought the guy was going to get offended or get annoyed, but he was like, "Oh, thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Enjoy your stay." I couldn't believe that that worked. Can you imagine? If that was in Lagos, you'd probably be still in the airport. Tip number two, a bit of advice. Make yourself small and stay in the zone. So I'll explain what I mean by that. So I really notice many times when I'm traveling, as soon as certain people get off the plane, they're shouting, they're talking, they're this, they've got a whole different attitude and aura around them. That just makes you a target. So what I do is, as soon as I get off the plane, I make myself small, I get myself in the zone. My main goal is to get through the airport process as quickly and smoothly as possible. It's not to show off, it's not to make a scene, it's not to do anything. Guys, if you go with a good attitude, more than likely you'll be treated better. So no need for the wahala, no need for the "I've just come from America, I've just come from here, I've just come from there." Just make yourself small, stay in the zone. And when I'm saying make yourself small, I'm not saying that you need to be overly submissive. No, I change my countenance for sure. I make it known I'm not going to take BS, but I'm not about to just start an argument because at the end of the day, I want to get through and I want to get to my destination. So a piece of advice, just play it cool, stay focused and get through. And don't argue if you don't need to. So tip number three is stand your ground and know your rights. So this happened to me when I was coming back from Nigeria and I was traveling through Abuja Airport. So I was actually on the phone to my husband and I was complaining about something or another. And I went to have my baggage weighed. So when you have it weighed, they're supposed to give you a ticket and then you take it to the next station when they check in your baggage. So when I asked the woman, is there a ticket for me to have? She said no, that I should just go straight and check in. So when I got there, I was told I'd have to queue up again and get the ticket. So I got a little bit annoyed. I stayed calm though, and I said, but this woman, she did weigh my baggage, but she sent me straight over. They went back and forth, and they came back and told me the lady said that she'd done it on purpose because I had been rude to her and I disrespected her.
What kind of human being is this?
I can tell you categorically no, I didn't do it. What reason would I have to do it? So that was a load of BS. Anyway, I played it cool. I told him there must have been some kind of mix up, and I finally convinced him to allow us to check our bags in without having to queue up all over again. Once I'd done that and my bags were fully checked in, I knew that couldn't be undone. I went to airport management and I filed a complaint. I told them what happened. I spoke to the duty manager and I told him that I was going to raise a complaint when I get to England because this woman's error or intentional passive-aggressive mistake, whichever way you want to look at it, could have cost me my flight home. So basically, he then went and found the woman, pulled her away from her station and made her beg and grovel for forgiveness. Now, naturally, I can't undo what was done. And I basically knew my rights. I knew she had no right to do that. But it kind of drums home a lesson to her. People flying through the airport are not at their mercy. She can't just do that. Many times when all of these things happen to us, we kind of just take it on the chin and keep on moving. I don't think that's the right thing to do because it's going to happen to the next person and the next person. Those people that work at the airport grow wings and they think that they have power that they don't have. Remember, they are just employees. You are the customer. You are the passenger. As long as all your documentation and everything is in line, there should be no problem. So make sure that you know your rights and exert them, but make sure that you don't leave yourself in a vulnerable position. I'm really happy with what I did, and the woman could not believe it. She could not believe that she was actually being reprimanded in my front. In fact, the man was shouting at her. He was really shouting at her, and she had to beg and apologize. I enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed it. Let it be known they can't just manhandle us. Just because we're lucky enough to be able to go abroad, they can't manhandle us. It's not with stolen money that we're going back and forth, back and forth. Well, most of us it's not. So, you know, they're providing a service and we're paying for it. We don't need to be treated the way they treat us, and I won't stand for it, and I never do. So, number 4, drop the fakeness. Yes, I said it. Drop the fakeness. Oh my God, it's just so funny. So many times in the airport, whether we're flying in or we're flying out, I see people who you know are either area boys or people that grew up in Mushin or in these neighborhoods where you've got to be able to be street smart, coming to Nigeria and pretending to be a J-Bota. Pretending to be a J-Bota. Guys, what is with this fakeness? This fakeness, fake accent, fake mannerisms, fake. I'm telling you, if I worked at the airport, I would give you hell too. Why? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? The best thing is when you're passing in and out of the airport, any accent that you left Nigeria with, use that one. Don't use your newly acquired accent that you got from US, from Germany, from UK. Just be yourself. I'm telling you, there's no how that you can fake your accent from abroad and people from Nigeria are going to be able to be mistaken. They will spot you, they will see you, they will know what you're doing, and they will punish you for it. They'll be asking you for this one, asking you for that one, making you wait here, making you wait there. Guys, it's about getting through the airport as quickly and smoothly as possible. It's not to show off what you've got, what you haven't got. Guys, just be sensible. Listen, be sensible. Drop that fakeness. I hate it. Drop the fakeness. Number 5 is make up your mind not to bribe. That's what I do. I do that before I reach Nigeria. I will not bribe. I will not fall for that at all. I see so many people, any little thing, any little, then they're ready to give something, to give this, to give that. If you keep on giving, they will keep on asking, right? If you keep on giving, they will keep on asking, and it's going to make it very, very hellish for the rest of them. Now, yes, admittedly, particularly when you're leaving the country, you go from one station to the next station to the next station, and each person will ask you, what did you bring for them? Then I usually keep quiet and I say, I don't have. I'll sometimes say, oh, I'm a student, I don't have, I've come for a burial, I've spent all my money, one thing or another. Now, let me tell you, in the 21 years that I've been going to Nigeria regularly, I have not one time given a bribe at the airport, and not one time have I ever been delayed because of it. Not at all. And so I don't understand when I speak to some people when they say, oh, because they didn't give bribe, that someone did this to them, someone did that to them. Is it that I've been exceptionally lucky, or is it that I draw a hard line? I am not going to give my hard-earned cash to anybody because I'm going through the normal processes in the normal way that I should be. They are not doing anything extra for me. Now, granted, if somebody gives an extra service or goes the extra mile for you, you are at liberty to give them a small and appropriate gesture of thanks. But to do it habitually, just to, as you're giving them your passport, you put in some notes there. No. Why would we do that? Why are we encouraging greed in Nigeria? Why are we rewarding people begging? People that have jobs. Are they not in the airport? Are they not in the AC? There are so many people in Nigeria that are less better off than airport workers who are working very, very hard and not asking for handouts. It is disgusting. Yes, it is utterly disgusting, some of the way that the people that work in airports behave, and we must not be rewarding that. It doesn't matter. Be prepared to stand your ground and say no. That's one thing I will never, ever, ever do. I will never, ever bribe an airport official, worker for anything at all. You hear me? At all. So the last piece of advice is number 6. Be mindful of what you have in your hand baggage. So you'll check in and you'll go through passport control, you'll have your hand luggage checked through the machine, and then it comes to boarding. So you give all your boarding pass and your passport, and then, guys, just before you're about to get on the plane, there's that desk where they've got very eager. I think that they put the most wicked of all airport workers on that station, right? And they actually manually check through your bag to see what you have. Guys, be mindful of what you have in your bag. So in Nigeria, there's no liquids. Even after you've gone through and checked in, there's no liquids at all. And they will take it from you. Make sure that you don't have anything at all that they could possibly pull you up on, and avoid having your cash in your bag. I normally wear a money belt and I keep all my money in there. If they don't see your money, then they won't know it's there and they won't start doing some funny business. It's so irritating, I know. Nigeria is the only country that I've ever traveled to that does that. I have been to 84 countries in my lifetime, and I have never seen any country that checks you as you're just about to board the plane after you've been through all the different layers and layers and layers and layers of check. So obviously we know why they're there. Don't fall for it. Don't be a victim to it. Be very mindful. Be careful what you buy in the shops and things. They can take that from you. I just make sure that I keep my hand luggage down to bare essentials. I don't keep my money on show. I keep it in a money belt. And usually, most times I get through without a problem. There's been a couple of times when I've forgotten and I bought drinks for the flight and I've had to get rid of those. They wouldn't let me take them on the plane at all. But apart from that, it's pretty much been a smooth journey. But I always walk past and I see people shouting or crying or this or that because they've had things taken off them that they were able to get through the main checking in and going through passport control and all the other levels of checks. But at that last station, no go. So be mindful, guys. So that's the end of the video. I have so many more tips, hints and advice, but that would be a really long video. So that's my top 6. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. One of my next videos is going to be story time about how my British children got stranded in Nigeria. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.